Hey guys, as you can see, it is me again. Today is Monday, right? Yeah, Monday, January 30th. That of course makes it day 30 on our Project Daily Bread 2012. Guys, as always, it's good to be here. It's good to come come talk to you guys. You know, that's why I've told you guys before, that's one reason that I'm here every day. I mean, not only to spread the gospel and to just spread the love of the Lord. I do it because I like it. I do it because I like talking to you guys. It helps me. It's therapy for me. It's therapy for you guys, I guess, some of you. When you've got things bothering you and stuff, or when things are going good, or whatever the case is, you want to talk. So, so I really do. I really do appreciate all you guys being here. My voice is trying to straighten up, guys. I really do appreciate you guys being here, is what I'm trying to say. So, having said that, I thank all you guys that watched this, that commented on my video of the trunk being done. So, I do appreciate all your guys' nice comments. I know I know that I'm around a bunch of good people when everybody sits there and tells me how good that trunk looks. But I don't know. I guess it don't look too bad. Like, Mom went and looked at it, and she was heading out here to look at it, and she said, I said, don't throw up when you see it. Just kidding. And she said, why does it look that bad? And I said, well, I think it does. And then she went out there and looked at it. She said, what? I don't see anything wrong with it. But like I said, I guess, like I said, I was expecting too much. I was expecting perfection. And I guess just kind of the part that irks me, though, I see other guys that have done basically the same thing I have. They've painted them in their garage. They've never painted the car before. And I see them do it, and, theirs turned out look like it come out of a body shop. And, and I know I'm no dummy, and everything I've ever pretty much set my mind to do, and I've done it, and I've done it pretty good. So that's why it just kind of irks me. And the funny thing was, the body work. I was so worried about the body work. I had to fill one dent in, did it with Bondo, and then I had one huge area right in the middle where I had to take it down to bare metal. I had to edge prime it. I had to 2K primer over it, and sand all that back smooth, feather edge it. I had a spot over on the right side, about the size of your hand, I had to do. Had a spot over on the left side, probably a 1 foot square section I had to do. And I was worried the whole time about that body work showing. I said, you'll be able to see my body work. I said, first time, you'll never, I'll never do it. You'll be able to see it. My body work will show through. And guys, the body work don't. The body work is perfect. You can't see nothing. You can't, everything covered. It's dead and it's flat. That's what kind of amazed me, that I did all right on that part, and I really wasn't worried. Maybe that was my problem. I wasn't worried about the spraying part of it, the sealer and the base and the clear, and that's what got me. Like I said, that's, when that sealer laid down orange peely, that set off a chain of events. To be honest, it got me so aggravated after that sealer laid down orange peely, that it got me so aggravated I didn't tack rag it between coats, and that let a bunch of junk get in it. But like I said, even still yet, it don't look bad. It's passable. But I just don't know why it orange peeled. I really don't. Like Rob Rasd from Meta, he commented, asked me what air pressure I was running on my gun. He said, may have been too low, because that's usually the case. The higher air pressure you run, the better it atomizes everything. This cheap gun that I used supposedly is 20 pounds maximum. It says it right on the side of it, engraved on it, 20 psi max. Well, I actually was running at about 26 pounds. And I know that's what some of you may say, oh, well, you was running too high pressure. Well, the other night when I was having that orange peel problem on my first primer, which that, come to find out, was I just mixed it wrong. I'm pretty sure on that, on my 2K primer. But anyway, you know, my sealer, I mixed it right. I know. I mean, I checked it 5 times. It was mixed right. It was, you know, thin like it was supposed to be. If I would have turned that pressure down on that gun, it would have just orange peeled worse. I mean, you know, the lower pressure you go, the worse it does. So, I don't know. I still don't know what caused it. I don't know if I put it down too light, too heavy. I went and watched Darren's video, you know, of him showing him sealing and basing the car. Then, you know, this video after that was him clearing it. I watched him. I thought I did it just like he did, but I don't know. Evidently, I did something wrong. I don't know, like I said, if it was my spraying technique, if it was the gun, but I need to figure it out before I do the roof. And to be honest, guys, I was thinking about maybe waiting like 2 or 3 weeks, or maybe even waiting till spring till it warmed up to do the roof. But I'm probably going to wet sand and buff the trunk tomorrow, and I think it's supposed to warm up this week and be a little warmer than it was over the weekend. I may just leave the car back in here and start on the roof, because to be honest, I just want to get it done, you know. And I want to prove myself on the roof. So I gotta try to figure out why that sealer orange peeled, what I did wrong. So anyway, like I said, guys, I do want to thank everybody. Oh, and I do want to mention, first off, I want to say, Brother Darren, if you see this, I hope you're doing all right. I noticed you didn't make any videos today, and that's just kind of odd for you. You know, you're like me. You're one of those guys that you make at least one video every day, and you know, I mean, if you made videos, I didn't get the emails on them, you know, so you may have, I've not actually went and looked at your channel, but I got an email today saying you made one. So, brother, I hope everything's all right, and I hope you look at my video showing the trunk. Maybe you can look at it, and maybe you can tell me what I did wrong. But like I said, I still think it looks good enough, and we'll make the roof look better. That's all I know. Put all of our brains together, maybe we'll figure out why that orange peeled on me a little. So, let's see what else. Oh yeah, Brother Milo, I appreciate you. I watched your video that you actually uploaded on YouTube. For me, I mean, you know, you said everybody to watch it, get some use out of it, but you made it for me on the blending and making the clear bridge, I think you called it. I watched that, and I also watched the link that you sent me to your Ustream video. I watched all of that too. So I appreciate that, brother. I'll probably end up asking you all some more questions when I do paint the roof on this car. And I'll tell you the reason probably too. I'm gonna have to blend the back down into the quarter, but I'm also probably gonna have to blend the front, because the little bitty thin posts that come down to the hood, couldn't think of it for a second. I got to looking today, they actually go in behind the front fender. They go down under the fender. And like a buddy I had that stopped and looked at it, and he was talking about it. He said, yeah, all you have to do is take that fender loose and lay it out or take it off. And I'm like, dude, thinking to myself, I didn't say this. I'm not getting paid to paint this car. I'm not a body shop. I'm not taking that fender off that car to get down in there with paint, you know, or you know, I mean, if you're going to take it loose, you might as well take it off. You know, those wide body, long nose Chryslers, I would say that'd probably be a horrific job taking that fender loose. I'm not for sure, but I'll look at it, but I doubt I'll do that. So I'll probably have to blend it on the front too, on the little thin post, the A post, I guess. So we'll probably have to go over the blending quite a bit. So, but Milo, I want to thank you for that, brother. I really, really do. You've been such an inspiration to me. All you guys have, like I said. Darren has, you know, making his videos every day, even when he don't feel like it most of the time. And Milo, just with his good attitude all the time. All you guys, you lift me up. Brother Woody, hope everything's going all right with you. Brother John, I've been keeping up with him pretty good here lately. So, and Mad Bad Voodoo and Sister Linda, and Brother Rick, and all you guys. I just hope, you know, you all inspire me. So I just hope that I can help you guys back somehow. So, having said all that, let's get to the important part tonight, guys. And that is, of course, the Word of God. See if I can pull my eSword over here. My computer's trying to act up. Romans chapter 13, starting in verse 1. Here we go. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there's no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Now see, guys, this is actually talking about a place where we missed it in America. And you want to go back to the root of what's wrong with America? Right here's what's wrong with America. Well, the whole world. But, you know, America at least used to be kind of right. Right here is what's wrong with us. It's saying here that even every soul, it says, be subject unto the higher powers, for there's no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. It's saying, guys, that the people that run the countries, the people that run everything, they're, even though they don't think so, they're under, you know, they're under God's ordination. They only get in because God allows it. But you know what this is also saying to me? This is saying that we need to elect godly people, and we need to have godly people over us, and that's where we've missed the boat since the 50s or 60s, I guess, when, you know, we started voting in everybody in the world, and there's the, you know, the Madeline Murray O'Hara, that deal, you know, taking prayer out of schools and all that. You know, you can see that's when our country started going downhill. You know, just like right now, you know, our country, guys, it's in awful shape in the world. The sad thing is, everybody is sitting there under their breath. Even people that won't admit it, going, man, I wish George Bush was back. I mean, it's I'm not going to lie about it, guys. I'm a diehard Republican. I'm right-wing, diehard, you know, gun-carrying, as they say, right-wing fundamentalist wacko, I guess you would call me. And I still admit that George Bush missed the boat pretty bad. But, you know, still, you know, never mind. I ain't going to get into politics. But I'm just saying, guys, you know, we got to get back. We can't put people in office because of what we think they'll do for us. We got to put good, godly men. And that's even like George Bush, even though he might not have been a godly man. He at least favored godly ways. He was, you know, he was against abortion. You know, he was against gay marriage. You know, the kind of, you know, and even though, yeah, he might not have been saved, might not have been a godly man, still, he stood up for those values. And now look what we've got in there. We've got a monster in the White House is what we've got. We've got a tree-loving, earth creator, Muslim in our White House, and our country is going to pot.
Because of it. So, that's an example of it, guys. That's all I'm going to get on that. Verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth, it's a hard word to say, guys, the ordinance of God, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. This is saying, guys, that our rulers should not be a terror to good works, but to be a terror to evil. And look, our rulers are a terror to good works. They want to, oh yeah, kill babies. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's kill all the babies we can kill. That's not good works. That's evil. You know, oh yeah, let's let's put hundreds of thousands of men out of work and let them and their families starve to death because just like they're trying to do with our coal industry, and they'll end up doing it. Is the sad thing about it. They're trying to shut the coal industry down because they don't like coal. Oh, it's too dirty, you know. And my whole part of the country, guys, when they officially do shut it down, which they've already almost shut it down, guys, I mean, literally, you're going to have whole states and whole pieces of states of people sitting here going, what do we do? Now there's no jobs, literally no jobs. Everybody's sitting there starving to death. But they'd rather do that. They'd rather let their fellow man starve to death to save some flower or a newt or a bat, or, you know, they worship the creation more than the creator. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why this world's in the shape it's in. We've got away from electing good people, good, godly people. Verse 4. For he is a minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do what which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of God, an avenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Now see, this is what high up people, this is what the rulers of our land is supposed to be. They're supposed to be messengers of God. They're supposed to be revengers, it says, of God, that execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. But our leaders are the ones doing the evil. That's why we're in such shape. Which everybody else is too, but wherefore ye must needs be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. For this cause pay ye tribute also, for they are God's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. Render therefore to all their dues, tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. Guys, that's another thing today. We don't fear enough. We don't fear God enough. That's the biggest thing we don't fear. There's no fear. Kids don't fear their parents. That's why they're so mean and they're all spoiled rotten and everything else. They don't fear their parents. Why don't they fear their parents? Mainly because the parents don't fear God. There's no fear of God anymore. You have to fear God. I love God. God loves us. He'll do anything in the world for us. He sent his son. He sent his own part of himself to die for us, guys. But you know what? Me and God are not buddies. Me and God are not pals. We're not friends. He's my creator, and I love him. But I worship him. I can't put myself up on that equal spot with God to where I don't fear him. I still have to fear God. And we all do. Owe no man anything but to love one another, for he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. The guys, I don't know, I'll be honest about it. Some people say, oh, this means you shouldn't go in debt because it says, owe no man anything. Guys, you can interpret it how you want. I don't know if that's what Paul's talking about right here or not. If you read this and God's convicting you of that, then yeah, that's probably what he means. But, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, don't get in debt. I've been in debt. I'm still in debt. Most of us are in debt. If you have anything, if you even have a dry roof over your head, you have to go in debt for it. So, I don't think God holds that against us. I don't really think that's what Paul's talking about here. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Guys, this is what Jesus was saying. This is what Jesus said. He said basically, if I can wrap everything up in one commandment that I leave to you, that's what he was telling his disciples. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love your neighbor as God loves you. As God loves us. We got to show that love to each other. Because if you're showing love to your neighbor, you're going to keep the rest of the commandments. You say, well, what's that got to do with the rest of the commandments? Well, if you love your neighbor, you're not going to covet what he's got. You're not going to get jealous and everything of what he's got. You're not going to commit adultery with his wife. You know what I'm saying? Or, you're not going to steal from him. You're not going to lie to him. See what I mean? Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of law. See, they were saying, if you love and really fulfill that love, got that love of God in you and you show it, you're going to keep the laws. You're going to keep God's laws. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. I love you guys. I really mean that. Like I said, Brother Darren, if you see this, I hope you're all right. Like I said, it's kind of odd to not see a video from you. I'll be calling you or emailing Andrea pretty soon. I'm going to see if I got enough money left this week to do it. Like I said in my trunk video today, I'm going to need a little more reducer from you. I don't think I got enough reducer left to do the base coat. I think we're going to be all right on the clear and everything. And I've got enough base coat, but they're just the reducer, because counting the base coat and then the ground coat, that's what, 1.5 quarts or something of base, and we only had 1 quart of reducer. So I'm going to have to order some reducer off of you. I know I'll probably end up paying more shipping than the reducer is, but I got to do what I got to do. I need some mixing cup stuff too. So anyway, I'm just trying to say, brother, I'll be getting in contact with you. Thanks for everything. Thanks, Milo, you for everything. Thanks for those videos. Thank you guys for your comments, your nice comments on my trunk video, even if you didn't mean it. But I do appreciate it, guys, and I love you all. Good Lord willing, I'll be here tomorrow night until I see y'all again. Oh, again, guys, pray for business this week. Today was a decent day, and we had a had a big job, quoted a big job today for a state job. State of Kentucky does through their welfare deal. They fix people's cars if they're on welfare, but they're trying to work, they're trying to get a job, and trying to go to school. I guess to get off welfare, they'll actually fix their cars so they can do that. So we quoted it and got it approved. So almost a $1,500 job. So that'll help us out. So thanks, guys, for just keep praying for us. Pray for the church. And like I said, guys, I'll be here tomorrow night, good Lord willing. Love you all. Good night. And God bless.